Welcome all of you. This is another video in Maths Made Easy, and this is going to be a one-shot video in coordinate geometry. So this one video is enough to prepare you for the board exams. Okay, starting from the very simple ones to the very difficult types. Every type is covered in this video. So I have a suggestion here. Please watch the video till the end, because you will note that every type of question that can be made from this chapter has been taken up in this video. Okay, so let's start. Here the first question says, show that the points A, B and C, these are the 3 points, are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So what we'll do is, remember one thing, diagrams are absolutely important in this chapter. So we'll draw the diagram, okay, small diagram, small sketch, and here A, B and C. This is A comma A, this is B is minus A comma minus A, and C is minus A root 3 A root 3. Okay, so these are the 3 vertices of an equilateral triangle. Now show that the points are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So what we will do, we'll start from the distance formula. So distance formula says, as you know, distance formula is distance D is x2 between 2 points, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. This is the distance between 2 points. So we are going to use that here. Okay, so what we will do is, we'll find the distance of AB, we'll find the distance of AC, and we'll find the distance of ABC, and we shall be showing that all the distances are equal, hence it forms an equilateral triangle. Okay, so one thing where you can go wrong in this is, you can go wrong in changing the minus sign here, that you have to be very careful. So note that. Let's take AB root over, okay, and A minus A. Okay, how to do it fast, that also I am telling you. A minus this minus, and then the number itself has a minus, so it becomes A plus A, which is a 2A, and square, okay, plus this plus sign, okay, A minus minus A, again that makes a 2A, which is equal to, then it becomes 4A square plus 4A square, right, 4A square plus 4A square, which is equal to 8A square root over, that can be A root 8, it can be written as an A root 8. Okay, now let me come to AC. What is the value of AC? Again root over A, and this is minus, and this minus changes to a plus, A plus A root 3 whole square plus A minus A root 3 whole square. Yeah, so this is it, and then this becomes equal to, now we are going to use A plus B whole square over here. So here it is A square plus, this is, if I square this, root 3 into root 3 makes a 3, so 3A square plus 2 root 3 A square, right, it is a 2 root 3 A square, so plus 2 root 3 A square. Okay, then let's come to the second one. Okay, the second one says here plus A square plus 3A square, that is A square plus B square minus 2 root 3 A square. Okay, that makes it 4A square plus 4A square, 8A square. Okay, and I have forgotten the root completely, let me put the root. Okay, this, that makes it A root 8 once again. So for 2 of the sums, I have already got these two equal, yeah, for 2 of the sides. Let me try with the third one. If that is also equal, the triangle becomes an equilateral triangle. Okay, so for the third one, it is, let's take CB. if I take CB, length of CB is equal to, now what is the length of CB? It is minus A minus this. So it is minus A plus A root 3 whole square plus minus A root 3 whole square. Now we have to be very careful in this. Okay, so let me erase this. This is going to create a lot of confusion. So here this becomes A square. This is clearly A square plus 3A square minus, because this is, see, it is nothing but A minus B whole square. So I can even take plus 2AB, but then one of them, the A is negative there. So I'll get minus 2 root 3 and A square. That is the 2AB term plus A square. Yes, from here plus plus 3A square, and then this is, both of them are negative. So you can assume that you have taken the negative sign out, and when you have taken the negative sign out for both, inside it has become plus and outside that negative got squared and the full thing has become a positive one. So it is plus 2 root 3 A square. Okay, so we are done with the identity. Now here we can cancel this. This becomes, you can see, it is a 8 A square root over, that is A root 8. So what do you see now? This is equal to this and is equal to the last one. So all the three sides, AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. Hence triangle, hence AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. Hence ABC is equilateral. Okay, please write the statement equilateral. So that is it. So this is our next question. Find the area of the rhombus if its vertices are these four things. Now what we have to do here is, we'll have to clearly make a rhombus with these vertices first. Okay, so A, which is 3, 0, and B, which is 4, 5, then C, which is -1, 4, and then D, which is -2, -1. Now they want the area of this rhombus. The formula of a rhombus, area of a rhombus is equal to half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2, right? So this is, okay, so if we can just find the length of the two diagonals, we can multiply it and we can get the area. So let us find the, so here there is no need to find the sides, we will straight away find the length of the two diagonals. So here DB, how much is DB? DB is equal to, what is the length of DB? -2, this is 4. 4 minus 2 minus 2, because x1 minus x2. So this will change to plus. So that is 4 plus 2, which is a 6 square. 5 minus of the formula and minus of this. So that makes it a, again, 6. Okay, 6 square. So it is 36 plus 36, 72 root 72. Okay, now let's go for AC. AC is, again, this is 3 plus 1. Sign change will be there. 4 square. 0 minus 4, that is again 4 square. Okay, so that is 16 plus 16, 32 root 32. Therefore area, now let's find the area. Half into root 72 into root 32. Yes, so if it is half into root 72 into root 32, how much is it? How do we find it? Please don't find square root over here. So this is, here I have 8 into 9 and here I have 8 into 4. Now if I see here, root 8 into root 8 makes an 8. Okay, root 9 is a 3. Okay, and root 4 is a 2 into the half of the formula. So how much do I get? So it is 24 unit square. That is how you should write, because they have not given any unit. So you are going to write unit square. Okay, so 24 unit square is the area of this rhombus. Now this question, in what ratio is the line segment? Now the moment the question says the line segment, please draw it. It reduces your chances of mistakes to half. Okay, so here I have the line segment joining this, and this is divided by the y-axis. Now remember, any point on the y-axis, anywhere, x value is 0 and then y will have a 0. So the coordinates of the point on the y-axis is always 0 comma y. Okay, so this is the any point is divided by the y-axis. So they want this ratio. Let this ratio be m is to n. Okay, let me take it as m is to n. Okay, also find the point of, they want this point also. Now in this sum, the same sum can also come in what ratio is the x-axis cutting it, that also comes. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, we are going to use section formula here. Okay, so we are using section formula here. What, just a recap of section formula: if this is mn, if this is x1 y1 and x2 y2, and if this is xy, in that case section formula, this x is equal to m into x2 plus n into y1 plus n into x1 by m plus n, and y is equal to m into y2 plus n into y1, okay, by m plus n. So we are using this formula over here now. The only thing is, we don't know the values of m and n. Okay, but then we will first use this 0 because this is a known value, and we'll get the ratio first, then go for the next part, that is coordinates of the points of division. So let me take 0 first. Okay, like this x is in here, this position is of the x. Okay, 3m minus 2n by m plus n, that is enough to give me the ratio. How? M plus n is a 0, so 3m is equal to 2n. Okay, m by n is 2 by 3, m is to n is 2 is to 3. So I have got the ratio using this 0. Always use the 0 to find the ratio. It will give you the answer very simply. Okay. Come to the next part of it. Now we have to find the value of y also. In order to find the value of y, we are going to use this formula, this y. Okay. We are going to use this y. So y is equal to now. Y is equal to, now we can in fact write it. We should write it. Okay, so m is, now don't mix up, don't write 2 here and 3 here. It has to be 2 here and 3 here. Okay, so now it's easier to work. 2 into 7, okay, that is 14. 3 into minus 3, that is minus 9. Okay, by 5, that gives me how much? That is 5 by 5, which is equal to 1. So the coordinate of the point of division is 0, 1. Answer got, ratio got. So both parts of the sum has been done. Remember, the same sum can come for x-axis also. Now, here in this question, we have the 3 vertices of a parallelogram are given. The 4th one is asked. Now, what is the simplest way? It can be done in many ways. Now, here it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 10, and they are asking for the coordinate of the 4th vertex. Let me keep it as an xy. Okay, so the simplest way of doing this is, as I said, we have to join the diagonals, and diagonals bisect each other in a parallelogram. So the point O coordinate is x1, y1 is the point of intersection of the diagonals. We will take the diagonal AC and we'll find x1 first. Okay, we'll find this midpoint of the 2 diagonals first. So x1 is, by using section formula, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 by 2, which is 3, and y1 is 10 minus 2, that is an 8, 8 by 2, that is a 4. So this point now becomes a 3 and 4. Okay, so I can even write it here. Best to write it here. Why to write it? Because then it becomes easy to calculate. Now here again I am going to use midpoint theorem in dB. Therefore 3 is equal to x plus 3 by 2, that is 6 x plus 3, x is equal to 3. Okay, now x is the coordinate of D. Okay, and 4 is equal to y plus 6 by 2, 8 y plus 6. Okay, and then that gives me y is equal to 2. So 3 comma 2. Okay, so D, coordinates of D are 3 comma. So this is the simplest and the best method, because distance formula takes more time than this section formula. In section formula 2 we are using the midpoint one. So we just have to add the 2 and divide it by. So here the third vertex of a triangle ABC we have to find if two of the vertices are B and C as given and its centroid is at the origin. Okay, so centroid, if centroid of a triangle is equal to, let's say we are taking the coordinates as x dash y dash, then x dash is x1 plus y1, sorry, x1 plus x2 plus x3, that is the 3 x, x and x here, the x here, the x here and the x here by 3, and y dash is y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Okay, that is the y here and the y coordinate here. So I am going to apply the same formula now, this formula only I am going to apply for this. The origin is supposed to be the centroid for this triangle they have told. Okay, that is the centroid is at the origin. So how do we find it now? So let us start. Very simple linear equations will be formed. O0, that is the origins, the x coordinate of the centroid. Okay, centroid will mark as G. So that is equal to x, this x plus minus 3 plus 0 by 3. Okay, that gives me x minus 3, that gives me x minus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to 3. Let me take the y now. This is y minus 2 plus 1 by 3, that is y minus 1 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 1. Okay, so for the coordinates over here, A becomes a 3 comma 1. So this is one sum where instead of asking for the centroid, they are asking the value of one of the vertices in a roundabout way. Okay, so it's the same thing, it is the same formula, only thing is the unknown has changed in this. The centroid is given and the unknown has changed. Okay, now here is the question, they are asking for the coordinates of the points which trisects, remember the points, which trisects the line joining this and this. Okay, so what we will do, we'll name it A and B, and then here is C and here is D. Now since they have told trisects, that means AC is equal to CD is equal to DB. That is the meaning of trisection. Means each one of them is 1:1:1. So if I take AD as the ratio of AD is to DB, that is equals to 2:1. Okay, then I can start the sum. I am going to use section formula now, and I shall be finding the value of the coordinates of x and y. So x is equal to 2 into minus 3, that is a minus 6, plus 1 into 1, that's a plus 1, by 3, that is minus 5 by 3. Okay, that much for the coordinate of x. Let's take y now. 8 minus 2 by 3. Okay, that is 5 by 3. 8 minus 2 by 3, that is 6 by 3, that is 2. Okay, so now we have got the coordinates for D, that is D is minus 5 by 3 and 2. So one of the answers is got, one of the points of trisection we have got. Now we are going to find C. So what we are going to do, it is now one simple line like this. This has become even simpler now. This is minus 5 by 3 and 2. Okay, now we are trying to find, this is D, this is A, and we are trying to find C. Now the ratio is 1:1, right? So the ratio is 1:1. So here if I take x1, y1, let's say, okay, the coordinates of C. Now how do I find it? X1 is equal to minus 5 by 3 plus 1 by 2, which is, this is minus 2 by 3 into 2. Okay, that is minus 1 by 3. Okay, come to y1, which is minus 2 plus 2 by 2, that is a 0. So for C, the coordinates are minus 1 by 3 comma 0. So I've got both the answers. These two are the points of trisection. So this trisection type is going to be a very important type of question in your exams. It is always asked. One is trisection, one is x-axis cutting the line, one is y-axis cutting the line, another is equidistant type, another is circle type, then there's the centroid type and the quadrilateral types. Okay, so I have each of them. Keep watching till the end of the video and you'll see that I'll take up every type. So if you watch this video completely, you don't need to go back to, practically you have done all the types here. So this seems to be a slightly difficult question. They are asking for the ratio in which the line segment joining this is a line segment, okay, and this line is cutting them. Equation of the line has been given them. So what is the ratio in which this line can cut this join of these 2 points? Now it looks difficult, but if you think, it is a very simple thing. Like, let's assume that it cuts it in the ratio m:n. Okay, now we shall be starting with the sum. Now here let us assume that it cuts it at the point x dash y dash, okay, or x1 y1. Okay, let it be the point O. Let us name it as the point O, and the coordinates are x1 y1. So we shall start applying section formula now. So x1 is 8m plus 8n plus 3n, 3n. Simple section formula I have applied. y1 is 9m minus n, m plus n. Okay, so this is now in terms of m and n. I have given the values of x1, y1. Okay, now if these two, now this is a point of intersection between this line and this line, means it is a common point. In other words, this is a point O. This coordinate lies on this line also and it lies on this line also. Okay, I have found the coordinates in terms of m and n, but then the x1 and y1 is a point in this line, so it should satisfy this equation also. So I am now going to put it here, because if they have told it intersects, then this point lies on this line and these 2 points should satisfy this equation of the line, that is equation of this line which is coming from top. So here in place of x, I will substitute the x1 value 8m plus 3n by m plus n. Be little careful because they tend to go wrong. 9m 8m 9m minus m. So y I am putting here m plus n, and I can push the 2 to the other side, make it a plus 2. Okay, now here 8m plus 3n, yes, minus 9m plus n, isn't it? And m plus n is the LCM, which is 2m plus 2n. Okay, now what do I get? I get a minus m and plus 4n, that is equal to 2m plus 2n, isn't it? So I'm just doing a linear equation, but then there are two variables. Here, bring this m this side, 3m, bring this side, 2n. m by n is 2 by 3. Okay, so m by n is 2:3. So now I have got the ratio. This ratio is a 2:3, and that is exactly what they had asked. The line joining the 2 points is cut in the ratio 2:3. Okay, so this is your answer. Be very careful while writing the ratio and when doing this last part. This is where people go wrong. They write m by n is 3 by 2. You have to understand this n is brought here, it becomes m by n. Then this 3 has to be brought here, it goes under the 2. So there is a cross multiplication that I have done here, and you have to be very careful while writing this also. Okay, if it just becomes 3 by 2, your sum goes wrong. Now here is another question which looked slightly different to me, so I thought I'll take this up. Find the coordinates of the point which is 2/3 of the way from P to Q. Remember, in all these, your success depends on your diagram. If you have drawn the diagram, you have a bigger chance of getting it right. And this is 2/3 from P to Q. Now how to understand this? Now if I have split this part into 3 parts, then after 2 of the parts, I get this point, coordinates of the point xy. Let me name it as an x. Okay, so this point x is, I've taken as x and y. So the ratio this side is 2 and this side, don't write a 3, it's a 1. Okay, don't write by mistake 3. That's why I told, if you split it into 3 parts, after 2 parts comes this point. Okay, so 2:1 is the ratio. Now this is a simple question on section formula. So basically they are testing your concept in this question. X is 2 into 1, 2, plus 1 into 0, 0, by 3, which is 2 by 3. Y is 2 into 0, 0, 1 into 1 by 3, which is 1 by 3. Okay, so this is the point here is 2 by 3 comma 1 by 3. Remember, there's nothing to panic. If you see a fractional coordinate, you can even get a fractional coordinate. There's nothing wrong in it. Okay, you can always get a fractional coordinate as your answer. Find the value of k if the point P 2, 4 is equidistant from these 2 points. Now this question can easily go wrong if you are not drawing the correct diagram. Okay, now if you have drawn the diagram in a straight line, okay, it is not necessary that these 3 points are collinear. So you should not draw a straight line and put all the 3 points. Okay, so if you tend to make it in a straight line, what mistake you will do is, after you put the values here, you put 5k and k7 and all, you tend to use section formula. So in an equidistant question, never make it in a straight line. Okay, even it might be in a straight line, that only the sum will say, but then in the beginning you should never make it in a straight line. So value of the point, if the point P, this P 2, 4, and this is A, this is 5 comma K, this is B, this is K comma 7. Okay, this is the correct diagram for equidistant. That is, you are not putting them in a straight line. Now what we'll do, we will just use distance formula, okay, and equate the two distances. So PA is equal to 2 minus 5, that is a minus 3 square, that is a 9, and this is 4 minus k. Remember, the direction has to be kept same. So I did 2 minus 5, so I did 4 minus k, plus 4 minus k square. Okay, and come to the next one, which is PB, which is a 2 minus k square plus, this is a minus 3 square, that's a 9 again. Okay, so now PA is equal to PB because they have told equidistant, means same distances. So here we will write 9 plus 4 minus k square is 2 minus k square plus 9. Now you must be wondering, where is the root sign? root sign, I have squared both sides, and so the root sign is gone from both sides. So let me start with my calculations. So here it is k square plus, I am using a minus b whole square, minus 8k 4 minus 4k plus k square. Okay, so now this is going to be, okay, here if I take the 8k this side, it makes a 4k, okay, and if I bring the 4 this side, that makes a 12. So k is equal to 12 by 4, which is equal to 3. So for the value 3, the 2 points are equidistant from the point P. Okay. So here is the question. The center of a circle is given as this in terms of A completely. Find the value of, if the circle passes through the point this, that means this lies on the circumference and has diameter 10 root 2. Okay, so if the diameter is 10 root 2, then very first thing, diameter is 10 root 2. That means radius is 5 root 2. Okay, and let me draw the circle. Okay, if this is, so this is going to help you. You don't have to do it for marks. You do it for, okay, you just do it for your own sake. Your sums come correct when you do this. So this is the point in the circumference. Now they have told radius we have found to be a 5 root 2. We'll just join this and we'll use distance formula here. As we use distance formula, this is a 5 root 2, because let this point be anywhere, the radius is going to be 5 root 2 only. That is, distance from the center to this point is a 5 root 2. So now we are going to use distance formula. 5 root 2 is equal to, and the formula of distance formula, this is 2a minus 1 square plus a minus 7 minus 9. Okay, so that is a minus 7, but then this becomes plus 9, minus into minus plus 9 square. Okay, so that gives me how much? That gives me, I am going to use a plus b whole square here, a minus b whole square. So here it is 4a square plus 1 minus 4a. Okay, this is a plus 2, I can see. So plus a square plus 4 and plus 4a. Yeah, because this had become a plus 2. Now cancel this out. What am I getting here? I am getting here 5a square plus 5. Yes, 5a square plus 5 is equal to a 5 root 2. Okay, 5a square plus 5 is equal to a 5 root 2, but this root sign remains. Now I am going to square both sides. If I square both sides, it becomes 25 into 2, that is a 50. Root 2 into root 2 is a 50. And this side, what am I left with? This root sign just goes 5a square plus 5. So now it becomes a 45. If you bring this side, 45 is 5a square. Okay, then a square is equal to 9. A is equal to plus minus 3. So a has two values. Okay, so they have told find the value of a for which the circle has this kind of diameter. Okay, so there will be two different values of a, plus 3 and minus 3. Okay, both of them work. Okay, so that is it from Maths Made Easy. In this one short video, I think I have covered almost all the questions that can be possibly asked from this chapter. Okay, so do take a look at this, at all the sums till the end before your exams. It's really going to help you. You'll find similar type of questions in your textbook too. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks all of you. Bye then.